Namaskaram friends. So in this video I am going to talk about rewilding of animals, what it is and why it is very important for protecting endangered species as well as species which are very threatened. So this is a phenomena where if any wildlife or if any animal is abandoned or separated from their parents, so through rebuilding we try to first reunite that children to their mother. If it is not possible, we kept that child animal into the zoo, and after that after a certain amount of time we reintroduce that animal into the open forest so that when they are capable of surviving independently. So through this we conserve environment, we conserve ecology, we conserve biodiversity, as well as also protecting the threatening, near threatening, endangered and mm, near endangered and critically endangered species. So it is very important, and this phenomena is uh, through some modification taken place in many parts of the continent, in wherever wildlife protection, wherever forest or tropical forest, temperate forest types of things are there, and government of that country are ensuring, or you can say take effort to protect the environment, forest as well as wildlife. So on UN level, we have many programs running to protect the environment, forest, climate change as well as global warming and ecology, something. So major part of the country have some policy and program related to preserving, protecting the critically endangered and endangered species. So this rebuilding is one of the component of the protection of the wildlife and environment. And in this video, I'm particularly going to talk about India and also species of a tiger. You can generalize with other species and other part of the world. Okay. So what rewilding of wild animals is? You can clearly see as per the standard operating procedure SOP or guidelines laid down by the NTCA National Tiger Conservation Authority under Section 38O of the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. There were three ways to deal with the orphaned and abandoned tiger cubs. So if we have an orphan and abandoned tiger cub, we have a three way which is written down in the Section 38O of the Wildlife Protection Act, and it is laid down by the NTCA under its SOPs. So the first, so there are three ways. So first way is to make an effort to reunite the abandoned cub with their mother, what I talked about earlier. Second one is if a reunion of cub with its mother is not possible, then shift the cub to a suitable zoo. First reunite, then shift. Third one is reintroduction of the cub into the wild after a certain time when it appears that the cub is capable of surviving in the wild independently. So first try to reunite, then shift, and then reintroduce the cub into the wild after a certain time when it appears that the cub is capable of surviving in the wild independently, not at any time, after a certain amount of time when it is capable of surviving in the wild independently. If it is not, then you do not have to reintroduce it. So first reunite, then shift, and then reintroduce. So these are the three ways which are written down in the WPA 1972 under sections 38O of the NTCA SOPs. Okay. This is what is known as rebuilding. So the whole process is known as rewilding. That means we introduce the child into the wild. Rebuilding is not limited to cats, so it is not limited to cats only. It is also applicable to other endangered species like scavengers, into like scavengers. So there have been efforts to reintroduce the other endangered species, including scavengers, into the wild after rearing them in captivity. So we first rear them into the captivity, and then we reintroduce them into the wild. So I hope you understand the whole idea of rebuilding of species, rebuilding of animals in the forest, in the we can say wild. So wild animals into the wild. So just clearly see in this picture. These are some wild. Maybe some are earlier present there, but some are reintroduced here through rewilding process. So remember the three steps. First reunite, then first reunite with their mother, then you can say kept it into zoo, and then reintroduced into the kept in zoo, and then reintroduced in the wild. and it is not only for cat, it is also for other endangered species, including scavengers. So we first rear them in the captivity and then release them into the wild. So this is the whole process of wilding. So now we are going to solve one question based on rewilding. So consider the following statement regarding rewilding of wild animals. First one is, rewilding means reintroduction of the cub into the wild after a certain time when it appears that the cub is capable of surviving in the wild independently. Yes, first statement is correct. Second one is, the guideline for the rewilding of wild animals are laid down in the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Yes, in India, endangered species and scavengers are prohibited from rewilding book. Endangered species as well as scavengers are included in the rebuilding process. So option 1, statement 1 and statement 2 is correct. That means option B is correct. Just check we are on the right path or not. So here I face some problem, but option B is correct. So I hope you love it, you enjoy it, and gain some perspective, some knowledge out of it. So namaskaram. Thank you.